Good morning. Welcome for today's morning meditation, January the 5th. You're all very welcome. We start our meditation by paying respect. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Buddhang Dhammang Sanghang Saranang Gacchami. So always we start our meditation by paying respect, so that we open the heart, we connect, we align with the higher energies. We can all pay respect in our own way. A Buddhist, Christian, whoever can pay respect in their own way. And if we have no spiritual tradition, we can pay respect to all that is holy in the universe. So now we close the eyes, we open the heart. We bring the attention to the body. We bring the attention to the present, being aware of the sensations of the body, being aware of the body posture. We can sit with legs crossed, or we can sit on a chair. The important thing is the back should be comfortably straight, not too stiff and not too loose. We can visualize ourselves sitting here. With eyes closed, we visualize ourselves as we sit here, where we send our attention, we send our mental energy. So by visualizing our body, we're sending our attention, our energy back to our own body. We bring the attention to the breathing. We can focus our attention at the nose, where we feel the sensation of the breath as it passes the nostril, just keeping the attention at that one point, at the gateway of the breath. Or we can be aware of the rise and fall of the abdomen, as the abdomen rises on the in-breath, falls on the out-breath. So we decide where we like to keep our attention, and we keep the attention there. We don't go from one to the other. We keep the attention with the breathing. We keep the attention with the body. We don't send the mind outside the body. We keep the attention with the present. We don't brood over the past. We don't worry about the future. Just being aware of the present moment as it arises, as it passes away. Being aware of the breathing in, being aware of the breathing out, being aware of the body, being aware of the mind, being aware of whatever contacts the mind. The mind is always being contacted through 6 ways: through the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, through bodily sensation, and through what forms in the mind itself, what forms at the heart itself. We observe all that contacts the mind, all that contacts the heart, from outside, from inside, and we let it go. We don't react, we don't get entangled. We simply observe it as it appears. We observe it as it passes away. We stay with the knowing nature of the mind. We don't send the mind out to what the mind knows. Usually we have the habit of always reacting to what contacts the mind, to what contacts the heart. When we react with desire, with attachment, if we observe our heart, we can see it's like we kick this heart in all directions. When we react with aversion, with dislike, with irritation, if we observe our heart, we can see we squeeze, we burn the heart. And so between the 2 extremes of throwing the heart in all directions, squeezing, burning the heart finds no peace. The heart finds no rest. The untrained mind does not know what peace is. The untrained mind does not know how to find peace. So we have to train our own mind. We train the mind in what we call mindfulness. Mindfulness means to know, to be aware what is contacting the heart right now, what is forming at the heart right now, and we train the mind to have the wisdom to let it go. We keep the attention with the breathing, always anchored to the breathing, always coming back to the breathing. When the mind is contacted through any one of the 6 ways, we observe it, we let it go. We bring the attention back to the breathing. We don't try to control or force the breathing. We don't try to control or force the mind. Being aware of whatever appears in the mind, the thoughts, memories, feelings, states of mind. We observe whatever appears in the mind and we let it go. We watch it pass away. We train our mindfulness to make our mindfulness sharper, more refined. Sometimes the mind can run away, thinking. Sometimes the mind can dream and drift away. But when we realize our attention has wandered, we simply bring the attention back to the breathing, back to the present. Always with patience. We can't force the mind. We train the mindfulness with patience. In time, the mindfulness becomes sharper. The attention stays longer and longer with the breathing, with the present. We train the wisdom to let go by always observing the impermanent nature of all that contacts the heart, all that forms at the heart. We can't force the mind to let go. We want to let go, but we can't force the mind. We can train the mind so that the mind lets go by itself. We train the mind to see the impermanent nature of all that contacts the heart, all that forms at the heart. And when the mind sees the impermanent nature of all of this at a deep level in meditation, the mind will let go by itself. The mind can see, this is not me, this is not mine. The mind will let go by itself. And in letting go, we find the real happiness, the happiness of peace, the happiness of freedom. Freedom from our own mental disturbance. We stop to pour our energy into our own mental disturbance. We stop to throw this heart in all directions. We stop to squeeze, burn the heart. The heart finds its natural state of inner peace, its natural state of inner clarity. If we have a glass of water which is muddy, we put the glass down. In time the mud will settle to the bottom of the glass, leaving the water clear and clean. Same with the heart. We stop to agitate our own heart, just knowing and letting go of all that contacts the heart, all that forms at the heart. The heart becomes clear and clean. The heart becomes calm, cool, clear and collected. And when the heart is clear and clean, we see the natural state of the mind. The natural state of mind, when the heart is clear and clean, is what we call the 4 Brahma Vihara, the 4 divine states of mind: kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity. The Brahmas are the high heavenly beings. Vihara means dwelling, abode. So the Brahma Vihara is the abode of the high heavenly beings. The heavenly beings, they abide in kindness, they abide in compassion, they abide in joy, they abide in equanimity. We call these the 4 divine states of mind. Actually, they are the 4 normal states of mind. It's how the heart should be all the time. When the heart is clear and clean and still and steady, we see for ourselves the natural state of our own mind. It's like we look into a mirror for the first time. We call these the 4 abodes, the abodes of the high heavenly beings. Actually, they are the same abode. We can enter this abode through the door of kindness, through the door of compassion, through the door of joy, through the door of equanimity. It's the abode of the pure heart. In meditation, we enter this abode through the door of equanimity, being aware of all that contacts the heart, all that forms at the heart, and letting it go. So just by watching over our mind, watching over our heart, knowing, letting go, the heart becomes clear and clean. Also, we energize the heart. We energize the heart by keeping our attention with the body, our attention with the present. As the mindfulness becomes more refined, the attention stays longer and longer with the breathing. The mental energies become unified, no longer scattered in all directions. As the mental energies become unified, the heart becomes unified, the heart becomes whole, no longer fragmented. We become wholehearted. The heart becomes more and more energized. As the heart becomes more energized, we feel a lightness within. We see a brightness within. The energies which we are unifying are themselves bright energies. The prana, the life force of the universe, is a bright energy. Our hearts are all connected in this ocean of light. We breathe in air, oxygen, and we breathe in the life force, the light force of the universe. So as the heart becomes more energized. The heart becomes lighter and brighter. We may not yet see the inner brightness, but usually we will feel the inner lightness. It's all the same energy. We observe the inner lightness, the inner brightness, and we let it go. We keep our attention with the breathing, knowing the breathing and letting go, knowing the body and letting go, knowing the heart, letting go, being aware of all that contacts the heart, all that forms at the heart, knowing and letting go, being aware of the inner brightness, the inner lightness, and letting go. The heart becomes more and more at peace, more and more energized. As the heart becomes more energized, the heart opens wider and wider. Our area of consciousness becomes wider and wider. As the heart becomes brighter and brighter, we become more awake, and we lift the mind, we raise the consciousness higher and higher. We start our meditation by being aware of the breathing at the nose or at the abdomen, but in time the practice will change by itself. It takes time, patience, and perseverance. In time the practice will change to being aware of the breathing at the heart itself, being aware of the flow of the life force energy at the heart itself. So just by keeping our attention with the body, with the present, knowing and letting go, knowing the heart and letting go, the heart becomes more strong, more secure, stable, steady. The heart becomes still but overflowing, overflowing with peace, overflowing with joy, overflowing with contentment. The heart becomes supremely content, contentedly supreme. and this energy overflowing from the heart we can share with the world around us. We breathe in, focusing our attention at the heart chakra as we breathe in. We breathe in with the intention, may I be happy. As we breathe in, the heart becomes energized. We can visualize the heart filling with light. And as we breathe out, we let the heart overflow with the intention, may all beings be happy. And we can visualize the light of the heart flowing in all directions, above, below, and all around. So breathing in, energizing the heart, may I be happy. The heart fills with light, and as we breathe out, we let the heart overflow in all directions. The light flows in all directions. May all beings be happy. Breathing in, energizing the heart, may I be happy. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow in all directions. May all beings be happy. Breathing in, energizing the heart, may I be happy. The heart fills with light. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow. The light of the heart flows in all directions. May all beings be happy. So we can have joy with ourselves. The four Brahma Vihara, the four divine states of mind: kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity. We can have joy with ourselves, that we start our day in the best way possible. We establish our mindfulness. We develop our wisdom. We clean the heart. We energize, uplift the heart. We raise the consciousness. And we share this energy of peace with the world around us. So we can have joy with ourselves. We bring the attention to the body, being aware of the sensations of the body, being aware of the body posture. We can visualize ourselves sitting here. We bring the right hand slowly to the right knee. We bring the left hand slowly to the left knee. these hand movements help the mind to come out of meditation smoothly, so we don't jump out of meditation. We bring the right hand to the heart chakra. The left hand joins the right hand, palms together, and now the heart is very strong, very bright. And with this strong, bright heart, we make the intention to continue with our spiritual practice, which means to avoid doing evil, to do good, and to purify the heart. We bring the hands to the forehead in gratitude, respect. Back down to the legs. We open the eyes and we keep the heart open. And I thank you for joining me today in this morning meditation. And I invite you to join me every day. Every day I do this morning meditation, 7 a.m. and also an evening meditation at 7 p.m. Central European Time. And so I wish you all a great day, which means may all blessings come to you.